I'm Gregg Jarrett. You're in the strategy room. New updates now in the Clinton email scandal. Members of the State Department's IT staff are claiming they were completely unaware that Hillary Clinton was using a private email address during her time as Secretary of State. Here now with reaction are political strategists David Mercer and Brad Blakeman. Gentlemen, welcome to you both. Brad, how can that be? The IT department doesn't even know that for 4 long years, day in and day out, she's not using the State Department, email service, but rather her own?
You can't make this up, Greg. Every day there's a new revelation. And this nonsense that Hillary Clinton said, and now, of course, it's Clintonian, the way they parse their words, that it was never marked classified. You're Secretary of State. You don't know? You have the power to classify material, that the communications that are within that document are not classified or should be classified or shouldn't be used in that method. This is a total self-created crisis, again, by the Clintons, blaming others for their own incompetence. And worse than that, she's exposed herself and Americans to hacking by those who seek to do us harm. And we've got to assume that all her emails, the Russians, the Chinese and others have, because it's like shooting ducks in a pond to get it. You know,
David, I'm curious to see your response from Brad. I mean, look, when you look at the contents of some of these documents, 3 in particular, that the intelligence community says were classified when sent, but even if they weren't, and they weren't marked, clearly they were, classified. I mean, you're talking about the results of top secret spy satellite information. I mean, of course it's classified.
It wasn't classified, as the State Department has repeatedly said.
But they're not the ones who decide whether it's classified or not. It's the authors of it, which is, for example, the DNI.
Well, also, Greg, there are those documents that are classified afterwards, as is most the case that her emails that are being examined now, several of them have been classified post her being in office. So there is a moving or a revolving or rolling classification process. In addition, it's not only the State Department that may wish to classify a document, it's also other federal agencies, be it Defense Department, CIA, and others. Yeah. So it is a evolving process of classification. As we all know and have heard plenty of times, these agencies also have a tendency to over-classify.
You know, I have great confidence in my colleague Catherine Herridge, who broke the story that Clinton's server and classified intelligence came from 3 different agencies, including the National Security Agency, NSA, and the DIA. And, you know, Brad, it was classified when it was sent. That's Catherine Herridge's reporting. Does that cast serious doubt on Hillary Clinton's claims?
Look, either she's stupid or she's criminal. Either is not good for a trait for a presidential candidate and for a future president. She did this out of selfish motive. She exposed the United States to serious harm in conducting her official business with a personal server. She knew better. It is no excuse that these documents were not labeled classified at the time. It's not the label, it's the content. And that's exactly what Catherine Herridge has gotten to the bottom of and exposed. It is this ruse that somehow Hillary Clinton escapes liability because the documents weren't marked classified is an outrageous lie in and of itself.
You know, she repeated 3 days ago, David, and I'll quote her, "I never sent nor received an email that was marked classified." I looked up the statute again, 18 U.S.C. 1924. How it is marked is irrelevant. It's the content that counts. So isn't her defense no defense under the law?
No, it is. It was not marked classified. That's what her statement said. And
Doesn't matter.
Is not. That's what the state. I'm sorry?
doesn't have to be marked at all.
Well, just the point. It doesn't have to be, and nor is it considered classified. Again, it's the judgment of others afterwards that may reclassify or classify a document, but at the time was not classified in the eyes of those that were dealing with the information. And with regard to Brad's statement that there's somehow as he characterized the whole issue as being unlawful and whatever, there's been no charge of that.
Not
and
yet.
Even let me finish. If even the U.S. attorney that prosecuted the Petraeus case said the marked difference between the Petraeus case and this involving Hillary Clinton's emails is that there was knowledge by Petraeus of the information being classified and him passing it on to somebody to have access to. That was not done, nor is it being investigated in the case of Hillary. Two distinct cases.
All right. Although I will say the standard under that statute is not knowledge, but rather should have known, which is a negligence standard. So it doesn't matter if
Well,
she knew
I'm
or didn't.
quoting the U.S. attorney who stated that there's a difference. That's all. That's as far as I can
David
go. Is quoting
Mercer,
him.
Brad Blakeman, good to see you both, guys. Thanks very much.
Good to be with you.
You can check out foxnews.com for more on this developing story. I'm Gregg Jarrett. Thanks for watching.